Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill,
and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWit.
Hi there.
Welcome to our show today. In this episode, Jill and I talk about information and inspiration. If you're a regular listener, you've heard us say this maybe a million times.
Exactly. Wonder who's who.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Okay. Brian shares or asks, this is a question regarding a seller financing deal. Okay. I sell a property to a buyer and we do seller financing. He doesn't get the deed until the balance is paid in full. Can the buyer begin building on the property or move a trailer on a property without holding title?
I hope so.
Right.
No, this is a personal decision you have to make. And, but I think, the more that people use it and enjoy it, the better.
Right.
Plus, they're improving your property.
Mm-hmm. I tell them too, like, say they're thinking about it and they're like, hey, can we go camp there for the weekend and see if we like it? Heck yeah. Or even when we agree on the deal and they are just so excited they want it, like you said, they want to start using it right away. I tell them, sure, even though, it's the transaction is happening on Tuesday. If you want to go out there and pull weeds, go for it. But you know what I mean.
So I like to say this, all the evil stuff you've ever said about lenders or even thought about, you have to take it back because now you're a lender.
Well, there is that.
You're actually a lender, Brian.
It's funny.
So you call the shots.
Yeah.
You're the bank.
That's true.
Do you want to be an evil bank or a good bank?
Right.
I say be a good bank and let, set them free.
Mm-hmm.
Let them enjoy it.
You want them to start improving it and making your property nice and all that good stuff.
If you have a question or you want to be on the show, reach out to either one of us on landinvestors.com. Today's topic, information and inspiration defined. Jill and I came up with this a lot of years ago. I'm the information and she's the inspiration. And it occurred to me recently that we talk a lot about information.
We talk a lot.
Period.
I thought I was going to stop there. All right.
You know what's nice about the show is we talk a lot. No one talks back.
We talk a lot. That's
Everybody's shaking their head and
that's
they're
my new
thrown up a little bit
Captain
in their mouth.
Obvious moment.
We don't get to know how disgusted people are with this show. Because we don't get any feedback.
Yeah, this
we
is
just get to
actually good.
talk. It's a one-way, unidirection.
Those of you rolling your eyes right now, you know who you are.
Oh my God, they're talking again.
There we go. I'm actually listening to this voluntarily, sweetheart. What am I doing?
It just keeps playing.
I know you
it
won't
keeps playing
stop.
over and over.
No, I keep trying to make it stop, but the next show just loads. Damn it, get this off my phone. Sorry.
Why do they make it free?
It's too easy to make it
If they would only just charge us for this, then I wouldn't buy it.
Exactly. Oh, that's good.
So we all know what information is, right? We all know that's my thing.
Do we?
Jill, what's inspiration and why is it so important?
Inspiration is what keeps you going when you're overloaded with information. That's my new definition.
This is what our friends say. Well,
just came
you
up
guys
with
have
that.
a podcast? Yeah, we have a podcast. We're on show like
hilarious.
number 510.
And then the next line is...
What's the show about? It's about land.
Yeah.
Well, how can you have 500 shows about
That's
land?
it. What the heck do you guys have to talk about every single day? Like this here right now.
No, it's not about land. It's really about, information and inspiration about real estate investing. Well, how can you talk up 500 shows about that?
Right? Exactly.
Maybe they're right.
They might be right. I think we ran dry a year ago, but, just kidding.
I'm going to read an email that I just received yesterday from a person that I'm not going to say their name. And it says this. I've been a member for over a year, and I'm finally admitting to myself that I'm not cut out for this. ... Please give up my membership spot, to someone else.
Oh, I didn't get that email.
I know. They sent it directly to me.
Oh.
What do you think about that, Jill? I think there's an inspirational situation there.
You know what? I could.
What would you say? I mean, you're a lifelong salesperson, and I mean a good. You want to help.
Yeah, you
So
know
what
what?
do you say to that person?
Thank you for giving it a go and realizing you're not cut out for it and admitting it.
Wow, really? I didn't think you were going to say that. I thought you were
Seriously.
going to say something inspirational.
No, no, that is inspirational, babe. It's like, think about this.
Are you saying babe to me or the person?
You.
Who wrote, oh, okay.
Yeah, you. Not to be, no, not to this gentleman. No, but it's like, look, like there's people that maybe love the ballet, but we all look at them and know that no matter how much you love the ballet and watch the ballet, there's no way you're going to be a ballet dancer, you know, and you need to admit that
It's
and move on.
Eddie Van Halen's guitar.
Yeah. That my thing I came up with on that. It's like, just because you spend an hour with Eddie Van Halen and he teaches you exactly how he does it doesn't mean you're going to be Eddie Van Halen.
Then you don't know how to play the guitar after
You could
an
even
hour.
spend a year
Yeah.
and you still may not be Eddie Van Halen.
That's right.
You could spend 5 years and do the 10,000 hours. You know what? You still might not be Eddie Van Halen. And so you just have to accept who you are.
So how do you know? Do you know right up front what you're good at and what you're not good at?
No.
Ending a sentence with a preposition?
Like AKA grammar. No, you know what? Sometimes you don't know. You know, I think usually you don't know, but you have an idea what you're interested in, and you go ahead, you know, all in, and then something in there, well, you'll find it. Usually whatever it is, it'll find you, you know?
So like about 2 years ago, a member signed up. It was two financially retired people, but they were young, in San Francisco. And I got a note just like this. And it said, we sent out our first mailer and we decided that this is just, we flipped a bunch of houses and we knew that we didn't want to do that. Mm-hmm. We sent our first mailer out on land and decided that we were really making a lot of people angry with the hate, you know? Mm-hmm. And this is not for us.
We
want
don't
to
have
go do
the stomach
something
for
that's
it, or
more peace
just-
and love.
Exactly. So I take it they're never going to have their own business because
You know, there's customers.
There's gonna be customers
if you're
that's
gonna
not happy no
If you're going
matter
to talk
what.
to people on any given day, you're going to be disappointed. That's what I say.
Well, you know what's so funny? Here's one of my funny things: is we have an employee that we've talked about this before. You know, when in her teen years, ran Haagen-Dazs ice cream shop, and I hate the word abuse, but she'd get
It's abuse.
Yeah,
You can use the
you
word
know, she
abuse.
really would get
It's
abused.
abusive.
You know, unhappy
Customer
customers over ice cream, they thought the vanilla was too vanilla. You know, I'm not kidding, and they're mad at her about it. I'm like, you what? They're buying ice cream, so no
can't
matter
see it
what, you're going to have unhappy people.
Because this is a radio show, but my middle finger's up.
Oh.
So all the angry customers on the planet.
Right. Get over it.
Get over it. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, the vanilla's too vanilla? You're kidding me, right? I mean, they would really be unhappy about the stupidest things, and they would come back and ask for their money back after they ate the whole thing. It was really, I'm like, you've got to
you
be
know this
kidding
ice
me.
cream is making me fat?
Right?
Do you know
That's
this?
it. I'm going to sue Haagen-Dazs now because I gained 20 pounds. But, so you're
I'm
going to
fat
have that.
because of you.
I know. All right. So, yeah. But, no. So, like I said, inspiration is what gets you up in the morning. You need to have some inspiration. And you and I've talked about that a lot recently.
What inspires you?
Well, we talked about this last night. For some people, it's money. That's not for me. For me, it's helping people.
It's
and
money for me.
And that's okay. For some people, it is. Some people, it's living where they want to live. Some people, it's seeing their family happy, their spouses, their children thriving. You know, maybe it's solving a cure. Maybe it's a cure, a medical cure. You know, there's all kinds of things that inspire people.
I've been asking my friends this recently, like, what's it all about, right? Mm-hmm. And one of my friends said, it's about passing on the tribal knowledge. It's not about money. It's not about retirement. It's not about love. It's about passing on the tribal knowledge.
Exactly.
And that's amazing to me. Because that inspires me too. You know, I think it's a version of helping people.
For me, it's like I get off on parental pride, and it doesn't have to be my kids. It can be anybody else's kids or just anybody that I'm able to help. When I hear someone say, Here's an example. I worked with this girl years ago, and she was in her early 20s, and we only worked together for a brief time. You know, I'm talking about Mikhail. And years later, she said, "You know what? I learned so much sitting next to you in that office that changed the way I do everything now, like in business, in the way she treats customers and little things like, I mean, the way I would talk to people, interact with my associates, my coworkers, and our customers. And one of my little things was candy on my desk, and it would make people want to come and say hi and talk to me and, you know, enjoy my candy, little things like that. But it was very sweet that she told me years later, because I really learned a lot from you. I'm like, really? You know, and so that I love that.
Nothing like that
inspires
happened to me in accounting at all.
What did they tell you?
Oh, no, nobody sat at a desk. There's basically not a lot of talking in general. It's a bunch of guys in suits going, the numbers it doesn't jive.
Oh, got it.
Do it again. Run it again. Run it again, Steve.
Right.
That's when I was Steve.
So what do you think this show's about, Jack? Why? What's this topic?
This cash flow from land show?
No, information and inspiration. What does this mean to you?
Here's the deal. We don't talk about inspiration enough. We talk about information. And I think that, you know, all the information in the plan is you can, if you're not inspired to execute and stick with it, if it doesn't make sense to you and it's not presented in a format that makes sense and that you can digest and utilize, it's not going to matter.
You know what? Something to think about too.
That's why you're here.
People, if you really, 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 you know, want to do something and it doesn't come naturally to you, can you overcome that? Heck yeah. If you have the right inspiration and motivation, you'll figure it out. Maybe somebody else got it out of a book and it took you 16 hours on YouTube to watch it and see it and understand it and do it, but you got there. You can do that. You can overcome stuff.
Somebody asked me recently, you were there. You know, what is it with you guys? Why are you so good at this? Why, you know, a lot of people can't do this.
Oh, it's true.
And I said, it's because there's two of us. Everybody else that does this, it's just a guy talking in a microphone or whatever. Some guy, you know, trying to make sense of, trying to pass on tribal knowledge. And because there's two of us, I think people can relate to us better.
Well, you know, it's funny. One of the things about, I think what makes us successful is I come back to what my parents told me when I was a kid, that
can't say no?
Yeah, no. It's just I don't understand the word no.
Jill's Indian name is can't say no.
No. Yeah, that too. That's why I'm a little ragged today. Thank you very much. Like
Did you have a rough
last night. Oh gosh, this is like most nights. Oh come on, one more. Let's go one more place. Okay, I can't. I was actually kicking myself this morning. It's funny that you brought that up because this morning I was thinking, damn it, I should have told him. I'm sorry. I'm like swearing. I keep swearing. I keep telling him no. I keep thinking I should say no. We should go home, and can't do it because it's just fun, silly. So. But
we live in paradise. That's part of the problem.
True. But seriously, my parents, I really think that's part. I think could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing, because I'm almost even more challenged when someone says, "No, sorry, you can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, really?"
I've seen that reaction.
Really?
I don't do well with that either, Jill.
So you're telling me...
People tell me no. It's like, no, you know what? I think I'm going to do it now anyway.
Well, it's like business stuff. I mean, seriously. No, you're the way you want you to operate your business, this doesn't comply with our something. Maybe it really has to do with properties or subdividing or putting in a road or something. You have to do it. They're telling me no, not going to happen. Oh, watch me.
Yeah,
I will find the right people. I won't be mean about it, but I'm gonna have to go above your head and I'm gonna make this happen.
Above your head.
Well, yeah.
That's awesome.
I will do that.
Your head.
I have you know what? I have no fear too. So, I mean, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I don't care. I'll call them. Watch me. Well, only the president can make that decision. Well, all right, great. Well, then, and what's his name and number?
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
I respect that about you because I'm the same way.
Like, all right. Only the owner can
That's
do
what
that.
I'm saying. So that then we put both of us together and we'll double team the whole thing.
Where can I find him? Anyway, sorry. But you know what? I look at that. I'm so inspired and I'm so motivated that I really want to get it done and I want to make it happen. So I'll do whatever it takes, to get there.
Here's a takeaway of this episode. Inspiration is just as important or maybe more important than information, So find out what inspires you.
Uh-huh.
Living by the ocean inspires me.
Yes,
I mean it every day.
too.
I know it does for you. You've always said that.
I wake up with a smile. I'm like, I can hear the water. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jack.
Join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information. That's me. That's what the show is about.
Inspiration. That's me.
Just about anything you want.
We use it every day to buy property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
That's
that was
fun.
Total stream of consciousness malarkey that we just
I know.
had.
Did it show?
Probably.
Okay.
We lost at least half of our listeners.
I tried to stay on topic, but it was such a broad topic.
Recently, somebody said to me, I loved listening to your show when you guys crack each other up.
Oh.
So that was I was trying to make you laugh and it didn't really work.
I hope it worked. We laughed.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and
this was the Cash Flow from Land Show. We're the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land,
for half price just so we can flip it for way more.
and really fast. Thanks for listening.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.